Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tony. This is the 15-minute gamer, and today I'm looking at some of the best mods out there for a game which I'll probably pronounce differently every single time. Terraria. I play this game a lot. I really like it, and I thought it was about time I showed you some of my favorite mods. There's so many out there, so I've compiled a list. I do generally prefer when modding a game to make it feel like it's part of the original game, not totally out there, so you won't see any really out there mods in this list. The rest of them are quality of life add-ons and additions, because there's nothing better really than making them unwieldy systems of Terraria into something just a tad more manageable. So before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, smash that like button, and comment below to let me know any mods that I may have missed out or any you might think people might be interested in. So without further ado, let's crack straight on with it. By the way, if you're wondering how to mod the game, you need something called T-Mod Loader. Just search for it in Steam. It's in there. All the links for all the mods I talk about will be in the description. So all you do is go into the T-Mod Loader, search for the mod. It's as easy as that. I will do a video some point this week showing you how the mod loader works. It's just released an alpha version to work with version 1.4 in the game. So once I have a bit of a play around with that, I'll do a video to show you how it all works. The first mod on the list is the Terraria Overhaul mod by Masario. This is mainly a mechanics mod with the addition of new dodges, seasons, spread and fire, and much more. There's a whole new modified movement set, which includes things like dodge rolls, wall flips, wall jumps, rocket jumps, and a swinging hook that lets you Tarzan through the levels. There are even seasons, which add a dynamic cycle of environmental changes as you play. Every 12 in-game days, the seasons will alter the forest environment, slowly stepping from spring all the way to winter, altering things like the rate of floods and lightning, what items the sellers have, and how well the flora grows. It even affects the mod's fire spreading mechanic, which spreads differently depending on how wet the environment is. There's also a boatload of combat tweaks like head strikes, charge attacks, buffs, tools, and way more. There's a huge chunk here. Thoroughly recommended. Next up is Thorium by Diver Man Sam. Let's start with the numbers on this one. There's 3 new classes, 2,000 new items, 55 new armor sets, 180 new enemies and banners, 150 new tiles, 10 new town NPCs, and 11 new boss fights, plus an aquatic biome. That is a hell of a lot. One of the new classes, for example, is the Bard. He has an offensive didgeridoo that blasts out sonorous pulses. The tambourine acts like a boomerang. There's also a boombox, which is an energy weapon that blasts nearby enemies. I mean, the new characters are really good. The aquatic biome sits beneath the ocean floor, which can be accessed through a large hole in the sand. It has the typical treats of ore veins and biome-based enemies, which include barracudas and clams. Everything leads to a new boss, and there's obviously a new boss in there as well. Not going to spoil anything, so go check it out. Next up is more of a quality of life one. It's called Magic Storage by Blush-E-Magic. If there's one thing this game isn't short of, is items. And after a while, oh my god, do you have so many items. And this is where this mod really comes out. It enables you to connect multiple storage containers together, turning a large and confusing sprawl of boxes, because you'll just have loads, as you know. You can stitch together chests. You can also use it to connect crafting stations to your hoard, so you can make things from stored materials. There's also a handy remote access connector, enabling players to access crates without even being near them. It's a huge quality of life, well recommended. Recipe Browser by Jopo Jelly. This recipe browser is a fantastic addition to the game, enabling players to use the game's own items to show you what you can craft. So basically, you take an item from your inventory and slot it into the search box. The add-on will then show you all the potential items you can make with it, including items you can craft right away or stuff you may need additional ingredients for. Further development lately, You can gain the ability to do multi-stage crafting, bookmarks, and a complete in-game item search. Veinminer by Nanobot Z. We all know in this game, mining every single block in the world can be, well, a little bit tedious, and Veinminer helps out with this. It's a really simple addition that enables you to collect an entire vein of ore or more simply by hitting a single chunk of ore. With the Veinminer hotkey held down, all the connected ores of that type will be mined. Yeah, it's a tiny little bit cheaty in parts, but it saves a hell of a lot of time. It means you can do better things like building or killing people. So yeah, I really like this mod. Fargo's Mutant mod by Fargo. Fargo's Mutant mod focuses mainly on quality of life. It adds a variety of NPCs, changes, recipes, and weapons to take some of that grind away from the game. The town's new NPCs are there to sell items that will help with progression. You can buy simple materials like wood from the lumberjack, or more, head over to the Mutant, who will sell you various boss summoning trinkets. So you can even do that and skip some of that grind. Great idea. Might seem a bit cheaty to some people, but I think it's a good one. Next up is Boss Checklist by Jopo Jelly. Yes, he is back. This is basically, and to sum it up so quickly, it's an in-game list of your potential boss battles, letting you check off which ones you're looking to take on and which ones you've completed. It supports all the major content mods. However, it does rely on modders to enable support, so just bear that in mind. Some of the more minor mods might not have it turned on. It's well recommended, this one. Just adds a little bit of a quality of life improvement. Wingslot by a Blue Scarab. Wingslot is a quality of life tweak that gives you an extra wing specific slot to your infantry. It is a very small tweak here, but it's helpful to free up an accessory slot so you can use it for other things. So again, it's just one of them very helpful quality of life things. And finally, we have Tedit by Binary Construct. It's a standalone map editor for Terraria. This simple paint program drafts out whatever you want for the game. The tools are there to help free your imaginations, with basics like dragging out elements along a grid backdrop of tiles. From the blocky beginning, you can plonk down prefabs and craft whole castles. There's a whole kind of video tutorial which is on the link, so you can check it out and see if it's something you'll be interested in. Again, if you just want to create your own map, what a good idea. It's such a great tool. Anyway, guys, that is it for my top mods for the game. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're going to download some and use them. If you have any others that you may want to mention in the comments below, feel free to. And I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.